guys. Welcome to the Everett Silver Show. We have exciting guests as we do every week. And so I want to thank you so much for tuning in. And I'm always bringing it to you. So thanks so much for staying in tune with us. Stay connected. You're watching.
Every day, each team will be given a different allotted time, and that's because you're all going to a different city. When you get to that city, you'll take a city selfie, send that to me to prove that you've made it. When you do that, I'm going to give you the location to a challenge that each of you has to overcome. When you finish the challenge, I will give you the address to your relative. Find your family, and your clock stops. Now, the team that goes over their allotted time the most each day will receive a strike. You know the rules. 3 strikes, and you're out of the race. Morning, Everett. How you doing?
Dan, thanks a lot for doing the show, buddy.
You bet. It's my pleasure.
Well, folks, my special guest is with us. I have the privilege of talking to host, co-creator, also executive producer Dan Debenham. He's here with us. And I tell you, Dan, all new season with all families, adventure, discovery, 4 teams. They're competing for some big money. Let's talk about the show, Relative Race.
Yeah. Relative Race was came up as an original concept. Our company, Lensworks Productions, it's early in the morning here, was asked to work with the network, BYU TV, and Ancestry.com at the time. That was debuting Ancestry DNA to come up with a concept how DNA could find family or people that you didn't even know was out there. And that's what this show's all about. We take 4 teams of 2 people, typically married couples, but this season we have 2 married couples, we have identical twin brothers, and we even have a team of best friends that are on the show. We fly them out to an undisclosed location. We take away all their technology, no smartphones, no GPS. We provide them with old-fashioned flip phones with only texting capabilities. And then the host, which is me in this case, texts them every day, providing them with clues as they start the race each day to race to a different city. Once they arrive in that city, there's a challenge that we've created, kind of like Survivor or Amazing Race. They have to overcome that challenge. They receive their final clue, which is the relative's address in that city. Once they arrive there, their clock stops. They've been timed all up until that time, up until that moment. They knock on the door opens up. The person at the door looks at them. They look up and ask that obvious question, are you my relative? The person says, I am. And then the follow-up question, how are we related? And that person looks and often with tears in their eyes says, well, I'm your father, or I'm your brother, or your sister, or your mother. It's a powerful show. If you take it, the last person to find their relative each day receives a strike. 3 strikes and you're out of the race. But if you make it to day 10 and then finish in first place, you also win $50,000. So it's this race to discover family, and $50,000 for a lot of people changes their life. So this is truly a show about changing people's lives forever.
Dan, you know, what better way of gratification, man, finding some lost loved one, man, and then, you know, because it's so rewarding. Then you got some surprises this season as well, right?
Yeah. Actually, so I just said that there's no GPS technology that's available to them. Well, this season, which debuts Sunday night, you can watch it, stream it on the BYU TV app, which is free. Just download the BYU TV app or watch it on BYU TV. Check your local satellite and cable company to see if they have BYU TV in your area. But on day 1, there's a moment that happens. I love it. I think it's maybe our best moment of 7 seasons. Is they're provided with a GPS. But before you think,
wow.
then it's easy. It's not a GPS that you think. It's not a GPS that we're all used to. And so it actually provides some pretty hilarious moments as one team doesn't even get in their car to follow the clue. They start walking down the road, and we're all in the studio going, what are they doing? There's a car right there for them. But this GPS is a unique GPS, I'll say that. And so there's some unique twists in this season that I think everybody's going to really enjoy.
Well, Dan, I tell you, I'm so excited. Folks, make sure season 7 of Relative Race premieres again, as Dan said, this Sunday, February 21st, 9 p.m., guys. You can also, again, stream again for free, as he said, on BYU TV. Any last-minute things, Dan, because, man, it's always a pleasure having. What a great, rewarding show.
It is, and that's the point. Now more than ever, we need family. We need people that love us and that we can love. And this show provides that over and over again. It's really kind of very typical of BYU TV, which creates quality original programming that will bring families together. And this will do it every Sunday night. So I hope your audience watches it. I hope you love it. It's season 7 this coming Sunday, as you said, 9 p.m. East Coast.
Man, I love it, especially during these times that we need to reflect back on our family. Relative Race, guys, this Sunday. Make sure you 9 p.m. BYU TV for free. Dan, I'm telling you, the co-creator, the host, the executive producer, Dan Debenham. Thanks so much, Dan, for doing the show.
Hey, it's a great pleasure to be with you. You have a great day.
You too, buddy. Bye.
Well, guys, thanks so much for tuning into the Everett Silver Show. Stay tuned. Don't turn that dial because we got more exciting guests right here on the Everett Silver Show. Be back.
Hi, Everett.
Hi, Everett.
Hi, Zero Dr. Williams, guys. Thanks so much for doing the show today.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you
us.
for having us.
Well, I tell you, folks, I'm excited. My special guest is with us, and sometimes we got to often look at some things could be invisible but debilitating. We're talking about MS today, and I have joining me Azure Antoinette. She's a commissioned poor and also entrepreneur and arts education advocate. I understand also she's referred to Maya Angelou of the millennial generation, so she's with us. Also, we have a board-certified doctor here, specialist Dr. Mitzi Joi Williams is with us, who's advocate for living well with MS, especially in the Black Americans. I want to talk about that. So, guys, welcome to the show. And Dr. Williams, I got to start with you. Let's just talk about what is MS.
Absolutely. So, and thank you so much for having us again. MS is what we call an autoimmune disease, meaning the immune system, the part of the body that normally attacks viruses and bacteria, gets confused and attacks a good part of the body. The nerves are attacked with MS, and that's what results in a lot of the symptoms that we see, such as visual loss, numbness and tingling. We also can see difficulty with walking and difficulty with balance. And not only do we see physical symptoms of MS, but we also see what we call invisible symptoms, where people have fatigue, where they can't do their daily activities, as well as cognitive problems or difficulty with their thinking. And Azure has experienced both physical and some of the non-physical or invisible symptoms of MS as well.
Now, Azure, talk about that. Dr. Williams said you experienced it. Can you talk about your experience for a moment?
Sure, absolutely. When it started when I was in my early 20s, I was just experiencing a lot of cognitive decline, just forgetting things very haphazardly, a lot of numbness and tingling in my extremities, falling asleep in movies. I was in my 20s. There was no reason for that. It would be early things. I would fall asleep through an entire film, not show up to things for my friends. And it started to become so frequent that it was just really embarrassing. And they thought that I was disinterested and very disengaged. And, because MS can show up very subtly or in subtle ways, it's really hard to pinpoint that something, may be on a larger scope wrong. So I didn't know what to say. I wasn't sure what to tell my doctor. My mom was like, oh, you need more rest, or, you're out too late, or things like that, stuff that parents tell you, you party too much and you got to get, focus more on your studies or whatever it was. But I felt wrong, like something felt like it was that it was just not right. And several years went by. It wasn't until I lost my ability to walk when I was 28 that finally, after 3 or 4 different visits to the ER, that I finally got diagnosed with MS and began my journey to trying to figure out how to manage this really life-altering disease that doesn't have a cure. And, since then, it's been a harrowing journey. It's really, really leveled me on some days. It still continues to after all of these years. But multiple sclerosis is something that you can get your power back from. It does not have to dictate the way that you live your life. This campaign is really important to give visibility and awareness to Black Americans and to people that are struggling with this disease, because it can look so many different ways. And I'm really honored to be in front of it. I am really honored to be spearheading this with Dr. Williams and Jansen and the MS Society. I really am excited about it.
Now, Dr. Williams, how encouraging is that to hear Azure say, she can take the power back from it? Because what's scary, oftentimes it's invisible. She talked about stuff. We just don't know. What are some of the symptoms that should we watch out for? Is there any indicators there?
Absolutely. So one of the difficulties with diagnosing MS is that it usually starts in young people who are otherwise very healthy. So if a young person who's healthy has numbness and tingling in an arm, and it goes away in a couple of weeks or so, as MS symptoms typically do, people may say, oh, well, maybe I slept on it wrong, or maybe I had a pinched nerve. I think the message here is when you have symptoms that are not normal, to seek medical attention. And if you don't get a good answer, it's okay to seek a second opinion. And so I think that, really the message that we're trying to get out there with the documentary, the PSA, at more2ms.com is that, taking control of your health means when you know something is wrong, make sure you seek medical attention for it, and keep seeking until you get the answers that you need.
Now, that PSA, Dr. Williams, you mentioned, that's actually going to be launched this month. Is that correct?
It got
Today,
launched
actually.
today.
So,
Yes.
yeah, it
Yes.
launched today.
It is
Yeah,
out
so we're
today.
super excited about it.
Well, we've got to get the information out there. Now, I tell you, also, Azure, tell us, because I hear such positiveness in your voice. How has it affected your life, though? Has it altered and seemed like to me you've taken control over it?
Multiple sclerosis for me has taught me a lot about permanence. Multiple sclerosis has taught me a lot about patience and understanding what my bandwidth is. Multiple sclerosis is not really interested in what my plans are. So multiple sclerosis has taught me about communicating externally. I'm someone that is very self-sufficient and very independent. Multiple sclerosis teaches you that you have to communicate outside of what you think you can do. So somebody like Dr. Williams inside of your circle, inside of your team is critical, because you need a doctor, you need medical professionals that are going to listen to you, that are going to ask you the hard questions, that are going to say, how are you feeling? That are going to challenge you to tell them even the things that you might not think are important, because I may just be downplaying it, and that thing that I may think is not important enough to say may be the kingpin. That may be the indicator that maybe the disease is changing, or maybe it's something else in my regimen that needs to be shifted. So multiple sclerosis has taken me a long time to understand, but I am learning every single day how to get along better with it. I do not believe in just giving up. What I am encouraged by and about is the power of community. As a spokesperson, as a person of interest, as a speaker, as an advocator, as an educator, it is my rite of passage. It is my honor to be a performer, to empower people and imbue them with the art of storytelling. I love the work that I do. To be able to give this a face, to be able to empower Black people in their journey for Black health and perseverance of their Black life continuing to matter, is all that I want to be able to do. And so I am encouraged to be able to be in front of this, to be able to give this a face, to be able to stand on the side of Dr. Williams to help educate people on the betterment of themselves and the longevity of the life that they have, to really encourage them to go to that site, more2ms.com, watch the documentary, watch the PSA, and see us living our lives. See us living our lives being well and healthy with MS, having joy, having pause and having support. And find this team, find your Dr. Williams in your area, and reach out to us. Talk to us, because we're talking back. We're waiting for you. We want to hear from you. More2ms.com. Go check it out. Hit us up. We can't wait to hear from you, and take your power back. It's there. You got this. You definitely have this. Thank you so much for having us.
So inspiring, Azure. And then, Dr. Williams, I'll leave you with the last word. What advice would you give us, especially when you're speaking to the Black community? What last-minute advice would you give us?
Absolutely. And Azure has said it so beautifully. There's not a whole lot left for me to say, but know that you are your own best advocate. You and your family can advocate for yourselves, advocate for your own health. And one of the ways you can do that is learning more about MS by watching this documentary at more2ms.com. And thank you so much for having us today. And thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Board certified, you're so welcome, guys. Board certified neurologist and also world-renowned MS specialist, Dr. Mitzi Joi Williams has been with us. Also, Azure Antoinette, commissioned poet, entrepreneur, and also arts education. Guys, what a wonderful show, and thank you for doing it.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Have
much.
a good one. Bye.
You too. Bye bye.
More guests coming your way. Don't touch that dial. I'll be back in a moment.
Hi, Everett.
How you doing, Joanne? It's
How are
always a
you?
pleasure to have you.
Aw, always a pleasure to talk to you. Happy
Well,
Friday.
folks, yeah, well, happy Friday. But listen, if you're one of the many looking to take, I guess, your home design game to another level, look no further. Lifestyle and or life and style editor Joanne Butler joins us with some of the cool innovations, in the home design and also technology you need to know about. And so, Joanne, what appliances are, I guess, seeing in the kitchen that we need to know about?
Yeah, well, it's all about form, function, and smart technology right now. And the luxury appliance brand Signature Kitchen Suite, which always has primo top of the line inventions, has come out with this under counter convertible drawer fridge. A first of its kind. It's so cool. It lets you store food in 6 different temperature zones, so you can use it for whatever you want. As just a basic fridge, a freezer, a bar, or just a pantry. Love, love, love this. And you can put it anywhere in your house, in your kitchen, your game room. It's just so versatile. It's a foodie's dream. And then totally loving this under counter wine fridge. It holds 41 bottles of wine, and it has wine cave technology that actually mimics the ideal environment of historic old world wine caves. So reduces vibration, it limits light exposure and temperature changes, optimizes humidity. It even comes with a smart sommelier app that makes food and wine pairings for you. It's just genius, Everett.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Now, talk about what about laundry room? What's going on in there?
Yeah, well, it's a big room. It's like the room to update. 2 cool ways to do it. One is called the LG Studio Wash Tower. It's an industry first single unit washer dryer that takes up half the floor space of a side by side, and it has a center control panel, so there's no bending or reaching for hard to reach buttons. And it has built-in technology that actually figures out how to wash whatever fabrics you put in it in a lot less time too. It just powers through large loads in under 30 minutes. And the creme de la creme here, also from LG, the LG Studio Styler. This is a full-size steam closet that refreshes. It removes odors without harsh chemicals. It sanitizes as well. And not just your clothes, we're talking bedding, toys, you name it. It's certified asthma and allergy friendly. It's total must, obviously, for right now. And you can use it anywhere in your home, from the laundry room to the closet. It doesn't need plumbing, so you just fill it with water, plug it in. It's also a gorgeous piece.
Oh wow! I mean,
Yeah.
boy, technology is going somewhere. Now, talk about home technology things that we should know about.
Yeah, well, of course, safety is extremely important when it comes to protecting your home. So I'm really admiring the brand Schlage. More than 40 million homes use them, and they're the leader in home security and access solutions that you can really trust to deliver quality and innovative products. And their newest smart lock, the Schlage Encode Smart Wi-Fi Deadbolt, really super cool. It's graded best in security, durability, and finish, and gives homeowners access to remotely manage their locks from virtually anywhere with built-in Wi-Fi connectivity. So all you have to do is pair it with your home's network, and you have full control to manage it through the Schlage Home app. So loving this. And they make a ton of other indoor and outdoor hardware products too. So whatever your style, whether it's traditional or contemporary or transitional, all premium materials, expert craftsmanship, really durable, great value. So definitely check them out at schlage.com.
And then, final tips, Joanne.
Check out the kitchen goodies at Signature Kitchen Suite, and of course the laundry must at lg.com.
And also, tell you, Life Minute TV founder, editor again. I tell you, you're the expert, Joanne. Always a pleasure to have you. Joanne Butler, guys, thanks so much for doing the show, Joanne.
Everett, thanks so much for having me. Happy weekend.
You're a happy weekend. Bye-bye.
More guests coming your way. Don't touch that dial. I'll be back in a moment.
Yeah, well, it's been a great opportunity to be partnered with Rain-X over the last few months and just giving drivers, all of us, better tips to stay prepared and to stay safe on the road. We found that a survey, about 46% of Americans said they didn't feel they were prepared for winter roads. And I think there's some really easy tips and tricks that can make you more confident and feel better while driving. And first things first, Rain-X, actually, a household name, a trusted brand. They just came out with a brand new water aerosol that is great because it uses water repellent technology that Rain-X is known for. It's so easy to use. This new formula is simpler than ever. You spray it on, you wipe it off, no buffing required. And what's so great about it is when you use Rain-X, that water beading technology, if you're driving in the rain, the sleet, or the snow, it will bead up and just roll right off your windshield. So it is all about better visibility. So loving this water aerosol. And again, even my niece and nephew can do it. So easy to apply and just makes such a big difference. We spend so much time and money on our cars. Why not get something that is so inexpensive but makes such a dramatic difference? Yeah, I'll stay in that Rain-X zone because I think it's so critical that if you have that tree sap, that residue, that dirt, that grime that's just kicking up into the windshield, take advantage of glass cleaner. Their glass cleaning technology is fantastic because it is going to keep that visibility on that windshield clear and so you can see right through, and just automotive strength and streak free, which is awesome. Yeah, 4 key tips, and some of them may seem easy, but think about them twice because they're great to implement for better safety in these winter months. First things first, keep those headlights on even in the daytime. Next, you want to make sure that you keep at least a half a tank full in terms of gas. Heaven forbid you get into an accident or you're stuck on the road longer than you didn't plan to be. No problem, you will always be prepared. Also, try not to use cruise control in the winter months. And last but certainly not least, keep distance between that next vehicle. I think that's something, at least where I'm at, people do not implement enough. Keep enough distance, when that black ice or sleet or snow is on the pavement and you start to skid, people panic and then they start to swerve. Keep the distance and make sure that you are staying far enough away from that vehicle in front of you. Yeah, I was just giving 2 more tips that I think are really inexpensive and easy to use solutions. One gadget is a hand crank radio, and it sounds so low tech, but it's so effective if you, in the event of an emergency, you keep it in your vehicle, and it's powered by you because you can actually create generate the energy or the power by hand crank. And it has a flashlight in it, a NOAA weather radio in it, and also has a USB port so you can charge your phone. So inexpensive gadget to have around in case of an emergency. And also, one people are taking more advantage of, and rightfully so, is a dash or an air vent mount for your car. A lot of people don't realize that there's hands-free laws in each state. That yes, of course, you cannot text while you're driving, but you also cannot have any gadget in your hand while you're driving. Device-free zones. So put it up on a dash mount, your phone. Keep that GPS with an eye line, but keep focused on the road. And also, you can simultaneously charge your phone with a lot of the mounts that are on the market as well. Absolutely. Head on over to rainx.com to check out more info. Hey, thank you. Thanks for having me.
More guests coming your way. Don't touch that dial. Be back in a moment.
Hey you guys, Kendra here. Welcome to another edition of Beauty and Inspirations right here on the Everett Silver Show, where it is our goal to inspire you from the inside out. Thanks so much for tuning in. Let's get started. I'm going to show you some spring and summer fragrances I think will be great additions to your collection. First up, we're going to the House of Mugler. This is Angel Au Corsaire 2019 edition. This is tropical goodness. You have mango, you have grapefruit, you have pralines, and you have patchouli. You guys, this is just so great. If you want to feel like you're on a tropical island, check out Angel Au Corsaire 2019 edition. I also have a sample of Au Corsaire 2020 edition. This is fig nectar and magnolia, as well as patchouli and praline. Again, you're going to feel like you're on a tropical island with these fragrances. So check out the House of Mugler, Angel Au Corsaire 2019 and 2020 edition. Next up, I have a fragrance for those of you who like wood notes. This is Swiss Arabian's Anara Oud. This is great. This is notes of peach and raspberry, oud, vanilla. This is so wonderful. This reminds me of a nice vanilla sundae with fruit on top. So check out Swiss Arabian's Anara Oud. So the next two fragrances I'm going to show you come from the house of Dolce & Gabbana. First up, I have Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau Intense. This is for you ladies out here who like crisp, fresh fragrances. If you like apple and lemon, this is right up your alley. This is apple, this is lemon, this is wood notes. This is real good, very refreshing. For you gentlemen, I haven't forgotten about you. I have Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Pour Homme. Again, you've got lemon, apple, and wood notes. I think this will make for great, refreshing fragrance to add to your collection, gentlemen. So check out Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Pour Homme, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Eau Intense. And the last fragrance that I'm going to show you is a rose scented fragrance. You know, for the springtime, I definitely think about roses and all kinds of blossoms of flowers. I have for you Parfums de Marly de Lena. De Lena is a delicate yet complex fragrance. You've got lots of notes: Turkish rose, vanilla, bergamot, rhubarb. This is so good, you guys. You can wear this to many occasions, many events. Let's say for weddings, this is perfect for weddings and brunches, teas. Very delicate but complex scent. If you're looking for a signature rose scent, why not check out Parfums de Marly de Lena. This is it, you guys. My spring and summer fragrance is coming to you. And until the next time, you keep it beautiful and I'll keep inspiring. God bless.
Seems like forever is coming. I can't believe it's happening to me. Wanting to sing a song all along. I know it's in me. Finally, it is Everett. Could it be my opportunity? No more being held back. I must stay on track. Finally, Everett. I sat back and watched everyone.